Hello and namaste, a very good afternoon from Optimus, and this is Messi Mainali, and today we are going to talk about University of Wolverhampton, UK, located at Wolverhampton, and today we have very special guest, Mr. Braj Busanja, Regional Head South Asia for University of Wolverhampton, and today in this video he is going to talk about the fees, course structure, scholarships, and review of Nepalese students who are currently studying at University of Wolverhampton, UK. So, Brasa, I kindly request you to talk about everything, like what are the courses for May and September, and reviews of Nepalese students who are currently studying at University of Wolverhampton, UK, UG and PG student. So, please can you start?
Of course. Thank you so much. Thank you, Asim, and thank you all the viewers for listening me today. My name is Braj, and as Asim has given a lovely introduction of myself, I'm working with University of Wolverhampton as Regional Head South Asia. And Nepal, I would say one thing, that this is one of the most prospective market in terms of international students going to University of Wolverhampton. And I also see that the trend of the students, those who are going to University of Wolverhampton, it has been rising a lot and it is continuous. So thank you again, Asim, for giving me this opportunity to talk here. I would say that the University of Wolverhampton is one of such university which is having most of the variety of courses available for our UG, PG and PhD students. We have multiple intakes like January intake, we have our May intake which is right now going to start in the next 3 months, and then we have September intake. And the loveliest part of this is that we offer somewhere around 200 plus UG courses, around 100 plus PG courses with internship, without internship, research courses. So, whichever course you want to go, University of Wolverhampton is having a very good option for you, along with scholarship, affordable fee, etc., etc. So, I would suggest to, if you are planning to go to United Kingdom, please consider University of Wolverhampton also as an option, and then apply to my university as soon as possible. So, thank you, Asim.
Okay, thank you, Brasa. And another main thing, like student questions us about scholarship. What are the scholarship for Nepalese student, and what is the fee structure? If they are very good student, how much scholarship would they get? Like, do we have any scholarship up to like 80%, 90% for brilliant student, extra brilliant? I'm not talking about everyone. I'm talking about extra brilliant student. Can we offer very good scholarships or not? And what are the scholarship for all students? Can you please tell about this one?
Yes, of course. So, as I said, that University of Wolverhampton is one of the most affordable in terms of tuition fee and living expense both. But in that, if we talk specifically about University of Wolverhampton course fee, tuition fee, for UG we are charging somewhere around £12,950, and for PG our tuition fee would be 13,900 something pound. In that, students will guaranteed get £1,000 scholarship. So if you have an admit, you have got £1,000 scholarship. Apart from that, if your academics are good, for PG if it is above 70%, for UG if it is above 75% or equivalent in CGPA, GPA, you will get a scholarship of £2,000 as well. Apart from that, we do have 100% scholarship only for our student from Nepal. So if you are eligible, if you feel that you are very good for that, be in touch with Asim and he will help you in making a further scholarship application for the 100% as well. So, we have a lot of opportunities with us. Apart from that, University of Wolverhampton is also having sports scholarships. If you are good in sports, you played something very well, you are a national player, you have some ranking, etc. etc. If it is team play or even if it is individual play, if you have something, please showcase that to us. Write it in the statement of purpose. Write a specific statement of purpose for a sports scholarship, and that you will be getting £3,000 on each year if you are going for UG course. So yes, we have amazing and many scholarship opportunities as well.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brad sir. And another main thing in Nepal, in context of Nepal, most of the students says if it's UK, it's London, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you are aware about that.
Yes.
If it's UK, the student first priority is London. Then London is here and Wolverhampton is here. Why should student go to the Wolverhampton? Why don't they go? Why shouldn't they go to the London? Why Wolverhampton? Why outside London? Can you please explain the student about these things? Because we need to explain them too. So you are the regional head for this university. Why should the student go to the Wolverhampton, not London?
Yes.
Can you please?
Of course. In fact, I'll tell you one thing, Asim. When I was a student, in UK, if I had heard of any city, that was London.
Ah.
It's the capital of the United Kingdom. It's the most famous one. We have studied a lot about London. So in our mind, we have London, London, London.
Exactly.
But there are not many opportunities in some different other cities in United Kingdom as well, apart from London. So I don't say London is bad. If you want to go to London, they have lot many universities, opportunities, etc., etc. But now is the time to think beyond London. Reason behind that is London is overpopular. Students are going there. The resources in London is obviously limited. So if you want to explore something new, something bigger, something better, what you can do is you can explore some other cities as well. Now if you can see the map here, we are located in the middle of United Kingdom. So we are very much interconnected with other cities as well, like Manchester, like Birmingham, like Sheffield, and London as well. So in terms of commutation, if you see, we are highly reachable to other cities as well if you are finding a good opportunity. Apart from that, if you see Birmingham is the second biggest city in the entire United Kingdom, which is just 15 minutes from Wolverhampton. And in terms of jobs, if you see the proportion, Birmingham has produced the biggest job rise. In fact, it is better than London as well. So you are very close to that proximity. Apart from that, in London, if you want to go, you go there. But you need to know that the living expense will be highly more, expensive there in London. At the same time, in Wolverhampton, if a student is studying there, their living expense is somewhere around 360, 400, 500, maximum 600 pound. Even if you are including your food and other expense as well. So you are saving a lot of money, and there are plenty of jobs available in Wolverhampton, part-time, full-time jobs. In fact, I'll tell you a fact that the government of United Kingdom, they have thought for the first time that we'll move a headquarter of a ministerial headquarter outside London, and they have chosen Wolverhampton. So you see the importance of the city. So it is a very good time to look beyond it, and if you feel that this can be a good opportunity to look beyond London, Wolverhampton can be definitely one among that. If not, then you apply to London. There are good universities there as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Brass sir. And at the end of this video, I think I have cleared all the doubts of the student, like scholarship, fees, and about London and outside London. What's there outside London? What is in London? I think Brass sir have made you clear about all these things, and your doubts have been clear. And let's talk about the main intake. So University of Wolverhampton have PG courses for May intake. So students who want to study MSc Computer Science, Project Management, or a student from engineering background can apply for the Project Management, right sir?
Yes.
Okay. And Civil Engineering Management, Cyber Security, MSc Building Information Modeling for integrated construction. So students who wants to apply for PG course at University of Wolverhampton, we have started accepting application for upcoming May intake. So also another main thing, you can apply without IELTS too. So University of Wolverhampton provide IELTS waiver too. So can you please tell more about the IELTS waiver condition, because students are going to United Kingdom and it's IELTS waiver. How is it possible? Another main thing is there, because United Kingdom is English speaking country, and we are promoting without IELTS. So there will be question mark for the students. So can you please explain why we are waiving IELTS for them?
Yes. So thank you for asking this question, Asim. This is a lovely question, and most of the students wants to know that whether it will be possible without IELTS or not. If it is, why is that? Why is a university from UK, which is English speaking country, why are they giving IELTS waivers? So what we understand, what we believe, most of the universities believe is that English is a language. If you know that language, and if you have proved that you know this language, IELTS is just an examination. So what we see, that in your higher secondary, in your class 12, if your English score in class 12 is good, if it is B+, that means you know English, so you don't need to give any IELTS or any other examination. What you have to do is make an application, and we will review it, and we will provide you an IELTS waiver. Apart from that, to check that if you are definitely know about the culture, etc., Asim here is going to explain you how you can deal with the new culture, because UK, when you go there, it will be new country to you. But the good thing is that UK has been recruiting students since hundreds of years. So there are not many students from Nepal there. The natives of UK, they are highly welcoming. So language will never be a barrier, and you will get an IELTS waiver provided you have a good score in English, you know the language. So that's the fundamental thing of IELTS waiver. If you do not compete in the IELTS waiver facility, that means if in your class 12 you don't have B plus, in that case, you know, you will have to give either IELTS or Pearson test of English or TOEFL, any such exam. These are very easy examinations. You just have to go through reading, writing, listening, and you know, so you do that and you clear that examination as well. In you know, particularly as Asim was telling about main intake, we have a highly popular course there, which is IMBA. So if you have not studied in engineering, if you want to study something in management, even if you are studying something in engineering, now you want to study something techno management or management, we have all those opportunities available in our main intake.
Okay, thank you, Brad sir. So at the end of the video, I'd like to tell, like, you know, student who wants to study PG course, master's course for upcoming May intake without IELTS or with IELTS. We are accepting application for University of Wolverhampton, and we have already started providing offer letter for the student, scheduling your precast interview. You need to give a university interview. Okay, so if you want to study in UK for upcoming May intake, you can visit Optimus Global Consultancy. Thank you.
Thank you.